In this short video, I'm going to show you how to safely increase the amount of revenue you generate from your typical small business entity clients. You'll learn how to do this in a way that will strengthen your relationship with their clients, reduce your legal risks by protecting yourself from committing legal malpractice, avoid pushing your clients to perform their own legal services and then regret that decision later, avoid the huge risk of performing work without the safety net of valid insurance. You will be able to do all this by providing sound, no-risk business advice to your clients that they will inevitably thank you for later. You can implement this process without adding any extra time to your workday or effort on your part. In fact, this process will save you time. It will even help you to streamline your business processes. And you can do all this at zero cost to you. Yep, we really mean at zero cost. We call it Incorporation Attorneys Business Entity Setup Services for Accountants. Too good to be true? Bear with us. Here's the problem. Your practice focuses on small business owners who not only need help handling their personal income tax returns, but also with their business entity returns. This is good for you because it allows you to double the amount of tax work you handle for each client. As a result, you prefer clients to use business entities, most commonly as an S corporation or limited liability company. All good so far? Here's where the problems start. Maybe they are already running their small business as a sole proprietorship. Or your client wants to start a business and they do not know how to form a business entity or which entity would be best for their business. You must then decide what to do. Number 1, should you let the client continue as a sole proprietor and allow the client to pay more taxes than they really should? This might be the simplest approach. However, eventually your client will talk to somebody else, a friend or another accountant, and it'll become apparent that they're getting killed on their taxes. What will follow is a recommendation. You should change accountants because they know the best advice would include all the different ways to save on taxes. So number 2, should you tell the client to go form a business entity and find their own business attorney to do the job? You realize that you do not want to accept the professional liability of performing legal services on behalf of an accounting client. So the downside to this recommendation? Once the client finds a new business attorney, you run the risk of the new business attorney referring the client to their own personal power partner accountant. This scenario may end with saving them taxes, but potentially losing the client to a different accountant. Number 3, should you tell the client to use an inexpensive internet service to form the business entity? The positive, the client may be able to create the key documents from the tax perspective to form the business entity. You will have an additional tax return to prepare for the client and be able to save some money for the client. You also avoid the professional liability of incorrectly forming the business entity, as the client has already done this for themselves. The negative, 95% of the people who attempt to form their own business entities fail to follow all the formalities. That leaves the possibility that the client could be sued and suffer personal liability because the corporate veil has been pierced. Worse, this was done following your advice. The client will remember you recommended them to act as their own attorney in the formation of the business entity, as it was a pretty simple thing to do. And most often, they'll seek retribution. So number 4, should you simplify things by performing the legal work yourself? The positive, you can generate the few forms necessary to prepare the tax returns and make a little extra money while you're at it. The negative, this ignores the obvious potential problems caused by the lack of complete and proper business entity formation, on the theory that this has never been a problem for me before. It only takes the misfortune of one client to completely wipe out your practice, which has taken years to build. And because CPAs are not licensed to perform legal services, your professional insurance will not cover legal malpractice claims. So what do? Partner with an attorney focused on business entity formation, one that is committed to helping you maintain your relationships with your clients. Incorporation Attorney understands the value of this relationship. At Incorporation Attorney, we provide incorporation and business setup services in collaboration with accountants. We believe that accountants' relationships with their clients are sacrosanct. Most business attorneys like to either start or defend lawsuits. We focus on lawsuit prevention and mitigation. We believe it's better to help business owners avoid getting into trouble in the first place. Here's how it works. First, you assist the client in tax planning and putting the tax savings plan into action. Second, you collect the facts and use our simple online questionnaire to gather the essential client information. Third, we generate tailored documents. Our attorneys prepare all the legal paperwork for your clients to properly form their business entity. Fourth, the client signs electronically. We create electronic entity record books for each client. You and/or your client never need to worry about losing a document again. We keep everything neat and tidy. And that's it, you're done. No more faxing, scanning, uploading, or worrying about the documentation process. Your client can use any device to sign in seconds using any browser. Your client will be set up with the right type of business entity tailored to their business. Your client's business will have its legal paperwork done right and maintained consistently. You and your client can have confidence that their business entity is set up by business attorneys who focus on the needs of small business owners in California. You can have confidence that your relationship with your client will be protected. Use Incorporation Attorney to have your client's legal paperwork done with confidence so that you can focus on accounting and tax planning. To get started, click the link below.